Hello and welcome to autoX. My name is Karan Mathur and what I have with me today is the Ather 450S and I'm going to talk you through its top 5 changes compared to the outgoing 450X and we're going to talk about it in much detail. So let's get started. The first change which I have to talk about is the motor and battery capacity. The motor is now a 5.4 kilowatt unit and the battery now stands at 2.9 kilowatt hour. This in comparison to the 6.4 kilowatt and 3.7 kilowatt hour battery pack from the Ather 450X. Apart from that, the torque is now down by 4 and now stands at 22 Nm. As a result, you get a top speed of 90 km per hour, a riding range of 115 km and a acceleration time of 0 to 40 km per hour in 3.9 seconds. If I have to talk briefly about how this motor and battery has to perform, I would say it is pretty satisfactory in the segment that this scooter plays in, but it does feel a little lackluster when it comes to accelerating or climbing steep inclines. Now, tied in to the changes with the motor and battery capacity, you also get a change in the throttle map which Ather is offering with the 450S. Earlier, with the eco and ride modes that Ather was offering, you got acceleration coming in right off the bat, but tapering off pretty quickly as well. But to cater to the customers who would be upgrading from ICE-powered engines and are used to progressive acceleration, Ather has updated the throttle maps in the eco and ride modes to get more progressive acceleration as compared to the power coming in and tapering off rather quickly. The third thing that I like to talk about is features, and one of the biggest changes that has been made to the features list is the new negative LCD display which Ather calls tape display. Now, there is no touchscreen as you get in the 450X, but Ather has paid special attention to making this one of the best LCD displays out there in the market today. Now, in my opinion, they have achieved their objective. The LCD display is quite nice to look at. You get great contrast, great display, and you get all the telltale information that you need to make your ride easy and convenient. Another reason why Ather has gone with the LCD display is to bring prices down and be more affordable. However, they have not lost out on the functionality that you used to get with the touchscreen display. You get displays for your music, you get turn-by-turn navigation, you get trip meter, you get everything that you need to make your ride easy and convenient. Now, another feature which has been added to the Ather 450S is the industry-first trip planning feature. This helps users to plan their trip, which can even be an intercity trip, better by giving them up-to-date arrival times of all the stops along their journey, and without you having to specify, it will even include charging stops along the way if it senses that you need to juice up your ride in order to complete the trip. All you have to do is open up the Ather app, go to the maps and specify all the stops that you need to make along your journey, and the Ather 450S will do the rest for you in terms of planning. Now, the fourth set of change on our list has to do with safety. The Ather 450S gets added safety functionality over the outgoing 450X, and the first is the fail-safe feature. Now, in case of an accident or a crash and the bike happens to fall or tip over, it is very easy for the rider to get overwhelmed and lose control of the throttle while trying to pick it back up and end up doing more damage than intended. However, with the fall safe feature, the bike automatically switches off the motor in order to prevent this from happening and prevent further damage as well. Going further, if you have had an accident or a crash and the bike detects that you have fallen over, it sends an SOS to your emergency contact as well. Next is the emergency stop signal. In case of emergency braking maneuver or sudden stops, the Ather 450S responds by immediately turning on the hazards in order to warn oncoming motorists about the situation ahead so that you can be kept safe when you come to a stop suddenly. Finally, you have park assist signal, which, like the emergency stop signal, turns on both indicators or flashes its hazards in order to warn pedestrians or motorists about you reversing, as not a lot of people expect a scooter to be reversing with the rider still sitting on board. This will help you warn oncoming traffic in crowded areas. Compared to the outgoing 450X, the new 450S also gets newly designed switchgear for ease of use. Let me demonstrate how. So, first and foremost, on the left you get a 4-way toggle switch which will help you navigate between navigation, music, trip, information and ride info. You can go to your odometer, you can go to your current ride, you can go to your trip meter. Next, if you go down, you can also switch between and toggle the auto hold menu, the coasting regen menu, the fall detection menu, the auto indicators, guide me home function and a lot more. This little change has really upped the ante in terms of rider ergonomics and ease of use, and in my opinion is a welcome touch. Next, on the right you get a one-touch button to toggle between the forward riding modes and the park assist modes. Press it once and the bike automatically goes into park assist, and as I mentioned previously, even automatically turns on your hazard lights. This is to warn motorists. As such, this bike is not only easy to use but also helps in terms of safety. Furthermore, if I just press it once again, the bike automatically goes into forward riding modes and helps you ride away with no qualms. So that was our list of top 5 changes of the Ather 450S over the outgoing 450X, and the price for the 450S has been kept at 1.3 lakh rupees including subsidy. And what you guys need to do is tell us in the comment section down below what you guys think of the 450S and if you pick it over its rivals. My name is Karan Mathur, you guys have been watching autoX, and I'll catch you guys real soon.